It's from 369 Collective, and today I'm just going to show you the cool AI app that I'm showing you the free version. So I want you to see what's possible. Obviously, with the pro version or upgrading, it gets better. You can access more data. So this is about finding leads in your niche or the market you deal with. And adding them to a message outreach campaign or an email campaign or a cold calling campaign or whatever kind of campaign you want. So I'm just going to share my screen here quickly and I'm going to take you there. So let's have a look. So where is it? There it is there. And you can see here, it says the learning connection. So I've just recently added those, and as you can see, I can also add it to a campaign. So if it's an existing campaign, or I can create a new campaign. So there it says the learning connection. My search was sculptors in New Zealand, right? So if I go here, then I will go find email addresses. So sometimes it finds it's. There you go, save as lead, or add to campaign. And then go back down to the same one there, to 𝗓𝗪𝗏𝗏, and I can also follow. So here you can see this one, I'm going to follow. I'm going to find email addresses. And that one even says hiring. So, you know, if you're looking for a gig, this is potentially where you could find one too. And you're just going to add them to the campaigns. Now, ideally, you're going to create your campaign first, and then you're going to start looking for the data. And then you can do a new search anytime. So you can see here, you can search by company name, you can search by keywords, by industry, anything you want. So if I go, it keeps, every time I do a email check, it basically expands the list back to the top. So I've got to go back down and find it there. It says I'm following it. So let's go to Jonathan Grant Gallery and let's go find email addresses. And as you can see, here are the email addresses. And it's also verifying them. So you can see it's saying that it's 79% valid. Now this is, if you buy data, I don't know if you buy data, but I have in the past previously purchased data when I worked with Action HQ, and we did data-driven direct marketing campaigns, big campaigns. You know, one we did with 𝗪𝗔𝗘𝗏 was 120,000 3-month loyalty campaign that I ran. So I designed and ran solo. So that's it. It's as easy as that. It's not difficult to do. Everything here is pretty self-explanatory. The UI or the UX and the UI or the user experience and the user interface is actually really easy to use. So I'll show you one more. Follow, find email addresses, and there is one there, and save as campaign. And then I can, if I want, I can add it to that campaign. And that campaign is running in the background by itself. So yeah, give it a try. The app is called Hunter. 𝗓𝗘𝗏𝗏.io, so you can see it there, and go and build your databases. Offer them a lead magnet, get them to opt in. Start email marketing. Email marketing is so much more effective than posting on social media. And it's quicker to do because you write one email, you send it to your entire database. Or of course, it's a good idea to segment. So if you've got to say, for instance, I've got a 50,000 database. So if we go and we look at mine, we go here to contacts. So this is my high level white label. And we go and you have a look here, you'll see I've got 52,616 contacts. And then if you go to smart lists, I recently shifted things over from another agency to here. So there's only two. So this is what we call smart lists, and this is how you can segment your data. So you can send it just to that list, just to that list. or I can in fact send it to my entire list, right? I can also export my entire list, and interestingly, not all my contacts are here. All right, there you go. The high level changes things all the time in an effort to improve things. So sometimes things are in different places. So yeah, and then of course you can upload, upload and import your contacts, which is also super easy to do. And then this is where you're going to run this is your marketing hub. So, you've got your the automations here, which basically connects your sales funnel pages to your email sequences. They're pretty, I try to keep them pretty simple. So if we go, for instance, to this one, you can see that this one is, so it's got the trigger. So that's the trigger. And it's going to add the contact tag. There's the tag, so I know how they came in. Here's the lead magnet. So here's the email that gets sent out to them. You can edit from here, which is very helpful. Don't add attachments. That just makes the spam filters put your emails into your primary tab, promotions tab, or spam. And then of course you got your wait periods. So that's what an automation does. And then, of course, you've got your marketing. So if you have a look here in terms of social media, you'll see this is all my posts this morning. I posted a standard post and a reel. And you can see here, if I go new account, you can connect all these and multiple accounts, right? Community is high levels version of school. I'm talking about SKOOL. That Sam Ovens started and Alex Hormozi is, involved in. But you can create as many online communities as you like, and you can also add your communities, add your community to the communities where people can browse. And it's really simple. It just takes you through a little widget. It takes you less than 30 seconds to connect any of these. So I will show you what I mean by, I don't know why they still call it memberships, but anyway, this is where you can load your courses, your memberships, and of course, here's your communities. And you can see that I've got, a few communities. As my business grows and evolves, so this here is my latest version, and it's pretty new. But you can see 𝗥𝗘𝗣𝗏 Marketplace. Like I said, you can, it says launch your branded client portal app today. And here is where you'll go to create a community. So obviously all your branding's down here. The group name, obviously the group slug, so the pathway, and then of course the description. And then, so you just go through the process and it's pretty easy to do. So that's that. And then of course you've got with marketing, you've got your email campaigns. So these are ones that so you can see that I sent one this morning, or at least this afternoon, and you can see it's been sent. And then you can go here to statistics and have a look, what the stats are, the opens, the fails, why they failed. And so you can see here, these are all delivered to all these people. These are the people that opened it. These are the people who unsubscribed. Okay, I got a fair bit today, that's all right. And you can see the ones that were skipped. Now, you can see they were skipped because it's got DND, so do not disturb. Means they've unsubscribed or asked me to unsubscribe them. And then you can also look to see if any are failed. Now, you've also got templates. Now, templates belong to email sequences, and they link to the automations, right? And you can see here, I number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically what you do, you create your first one, and then you just clone it here. And then you create your second one, you clone it. You create your third one, you clone it. Everything at a high level is clonable, right? So that's that. And then, of course, sites. this is where you can come in and create your landing pages, sales funnel pages, websites. Now they've got e-commerce stores, webinars. SEO is fairly new. Analytics, blogs, you can bring in your WordPress website to be hosted under high level. This is the branded mobile app that you can have. Forms, surveys, quizzes, chat widgets, which you can add to your website. And you can see here, if I click on it, now this particular page I'm in the process of updating, right? So if you go edit, you'll see all your control panel is on the left. The control panel to add things is on the left. And your function here is depending on the block you clicked into, right? So just let it load. So say I've clicked into that there. Now everything on my right-hand side relates to this orange block, right? If I want to add something, I can go here and you can see elements, global sections, section templates, widgets, pre-built sections, so forth and so on. And then you can go here and you can look at your SEO data. That's your social image, obviously your meta tags and title tags and all that kind of thing is here. You can also go and look at, so on this particular page, I don't have any pop-up forms, but you can have a pop-up form, which is kind of the trend at the moment. And of course, you can bring your brand in, right? So you can load your brand in here, but it's dead easy. You know, if you can use Canva or you can use a Word document, you can do this, right? Pretty easy. So the current promo that I have at the moment is I'm now able to offer New Zealand and Australia, Australian dollars and New Zealand dollars instead of paying US dollars. So my SaaS plan is $497 US per month. And I'm offering a promo where you will pay a lot less than that. And I would say 90% of my work is done in here, right? In Go High Level. So it's now got auto save, which is really helpful. Before it didn't have. I don't know how long it's had auto save. I think maybe a couple of months. And so that's the main things. You know, you've got your conversations from social media will come in here. Your calendars are here. You can create different kinds of appointment calendars. Mine's not set up in this particular account yet, but it comes free with the platform. We've seen contacts. We've seen, obviously, this is part of the CRM where you're going to create your pipeline opportunities. Like I said, this one is a little old, so these are pretty outdated. Your payments, you can integrate your PayPal and your Stripe here, as well as some others. You can also have documents and contracts. You can have orders if you've got any online things. You've got subscriptions, payment links, transactions, products. You can create the coupons, and then of course you've got all your integrations. So these are all the integration payment gateways that are currently able to be connected. You would just go connect and obviously log in and then authorize that. So that's everything that's in here. There's also, of course, AI agents that you can create an AI voice agent that can take calls. You've got conversational AI. And then if you look at under settings, here is where you can set up your email services. You can see mine is set up with Lead Connector. I'm not sure what that's all about, but anyway. So yeah, these are all just your main settings, and also where you would invite, for instance, a VA or a business partner to come in. You would add the user here. So I've only got a limited amount because I do most of the work myself. This is a VA that I've just recently hired. You can have unlimited domains as well. So strictly speaking, you can run more than one business from one account. And then if you look down here, companies, automatically create companies and social companies. Yeah, so this is for the CRM and this is for the opportunities. And then there's all kinds of cool stuff, brand boards, it's just a whole lot of fun. So I'll give you a 14-day trial. And during that 14-day trial, you'll get a series of 14 emails, little bite-sized trainings to maximize your trial period and really give you a good feel of what high level can do for you. Now, I've been using high level for close on 4 years now. It's only been around about that long. And I've used every other CRM or marketing platform known to man. So I've used 𝗓𝗘𝗣𝗑𝗑, ClickFunnels, I've used System-E, I've used HubSpot, I've used Infusionsoft, I've used Salesforce, I've used, you name it, Pipedrive, Zoho, all of them. I mean, I've been in sales and marketing for over 33 years. Since I was 23, I'm 54 in July. So, with working for corporate, I use their systems. So sometimes it was enterprise, it was for the business, and other times they used, like for instance, Vodafone, who's now One New Zealand, used to use Salesforce. Can't know because I worked for them. So yeah, that's for me today. It's just a little bit of a help or inspiration. We're going into a long weekend now. So Monday was Easter Monday, and it was public holiday. And tomorrow's Anzac Day, which for those that don't know, Anzac Day is a day of remembrance for our veterans who fought in the war and passed away, and have now passed away. So we have dawn ceremonies and all kinds of things here. People get at 5 a.m. and they go. It's very, very well supported. I personally don't go. I'm not a 5 a.m. person. So, and besides, I don't know anyone who's a veteran, so I don't know who I'd be going to remember. It would just be, strangers. But anyway, have a magic weekend. Those of you that are taking Anzac Day off, I'll probably do a tiny bit of work, but I've got lots of crafting to do and working on, just touching up my boat. I've got it up for sale. And I will see you next week. See ya. Bye.